What's up, Mech fans, and welcome back to the channel. So today we've got another very exciting unboxing video for another Gundam collaboration, which is the Gundam and Welly Merck mechanical watches. There's two of these I do have to talk about here, sent to me by the folks over at Risenty. So I want to give a massive shout, of course, to them for sending these over for me to talk about unbox review here on the channel. If you do want to go and buy them for yourself or anything else on Risenty's website, they do have a ton of Evangelion merch and also Gundam merch. Then you can head over there and use my discount code, which is Mecha20. That's MECHA20, and you can get 20% off at checkout. And like I said, I've got two to unbox and show off here in this video. But before we dive into all of that, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're a fan of mecha anime content and want to see plenty more videos like this in the future. And I guess without further ado, we'll actually just dive straight into them. So we'll start off with this one, which I'll actually find out in a second which one exactly this is. But of course, we have like the kind of cardboard outer box that these come in. So of course, there's Gundam X Welly Merck, which is the company that actually makes the watches. So these are your, kind of premium high quality mechanical watches. They are designed after some very familiar Universal Century mobile suits. So if I just get this one out first of all, which you guys can probably tell based on looking at it there, and then toss this box over to the side. And first off, very well packaged, as was my last the stuff that I got from Risenty last time. They're fantastic at packaging and just making sure that everything comes in the condition that is as expected. So this first one we've got is the MS06F Zaku 2. So we do have this one, which is the traditional kind of mass-produced green Zaku 2. And then the other one is Char's red Zaku 2, which I'm very excited to dive into that one as well. But yeah, this does come in a nice collector's box, which straight out of the gate, just nice, simple, clean artwork that's just got a really high-quality, traditional looking Zaku 2 here. Which, yeah, I think this looks gorgeous, and I just think the colors on this look really, really great. And, oh, I actually just knocked the mic, and that was absolutely not intentional, but if I can try and get into this, it shouldn't be that hard to get into, but I just can't seem to get my... There we go. So we can take off all this clear plastic wrapping, and then we can actually take a look at what is inside. Now, this is a collector's box, so there are a few other things other than the watch itself, and if you do actually buy these yourself from their site, then they do actually come in this collector's box. So you do get a few other things aside from just the watch. So again, I'll show this off, and you can see that we got some nice spot gloss on this box as well, which, yeah, really nice. And it's just going that extra mile for premium packaging, which, whenever you get like something that is in premium packaging, you already know that you're going to get a pretty good product out of it. And again, we've got some nice like foil printing on the side here with the Gundam and Welly Merck logo there, which I just think looks really nice, and it's exactly the same on this other side. And I can already feel this is just really nice, just pulling this out. And oh my god, like this is my first reaction to this stuff, and god, it looks great. So we've actually got like some nice like deboss in here. Now, if I can kind of catch the light on it, you can see we've actually got like a silhouette of the watch, and again, you got this nice like foil text on here as well. This like shiny foil of Zaku 2, and then got the Gundam and Welly Merck logo again, and then of course we've actually got kind of a silhouette of the Zaku 2 head. And this is just super nice, like extremely premium in terms of quality. And we'll just take this off, and god, I'm just like seeing this. This is the kind of real, like, if you walk into like a premium kind of jewelry shop, this is the kind of stuff you would see on display, and it's for Gundam as well, which is even more exciting. A franchise that I absolutely love. So here it is all inside. Now, I'm trying not to like tilt it too much because I'm afraid of things falling out, but yeah, we do get quite a bit of stuff in here other than just the watch. So we'll start with all of the little extra things that are included first of all. And first off, we've got a couple of pins. So we've got this ZEON one here, MS06F Zaku 2, and like these are just really nice enamel pins, of which I'm a fan. I've actually got like a pin board right at the side of me here, so these are definitely going on there. So we've got that one, and then we've actually got the Zaku 2 head as well, which again, this one looks really nice. I've got a few Gundam pins. In terms of enamel Gundam pins, I've only got one, which is the Freedom Gundam. But again, these two pins right here are definitely going to make a fine addition to that collection. And I'm not 100% sure what everything is in here, so we're just kind of going to go through things, and I guess we'll, for the most part, find out. So I will start off with whatever this little thing is here. Let's have a look. So I I think this is possibly for actually opening the watch up, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a watch connoisseur, so I guess we'll kind of look at the instructions and stuff and see exactly what all these things are about. And then we've got whatever this is. I think I know what this next thing is actually, because this is again another thing that is included with this collector's box. And yes, it is exactly what I expected. And that is, which you can maybe kind of tell, this is actually clear acrylic, I believe. And then this is a stand. So you actually do get like a light display, or display light, should I say, which I think is really cool. And again, it's just like a nice extra addition. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. And I'll just like put it over to the side for a second. But like I said, it is a light stand. So you guys will be able to see it in a moment, but I'll come back to that again. So now next up, I think I know what this is. So this is actually the extra strap that I've got. So one thing to do note, if you guys do want to pick this up for yourself, you do have a choice between either the leather strap or the metal strap. And then for this video specifically, Risenty did send me across both straps. So normally you only have a choice between one or the other and you can't buy them separately. So again, you will have to kind of choose between whether you want a leather one or a metal one. I mean, this feels nice. Like as a leather strap, this feels really nice. You can even see it's got some nice like embroidery work, and this is actually in green. I'll actually show you guys it. So it's black and then it's got some, you know, like green stitching and stuff and some extra green colors. And then let's have a look on the back there. It says Welly Merck. If it'll show. It's kind of hard to catch it in the light, but there you go. And then we've got this other side of the strap, which is definitely my favorite. So on this side, it is black, of course, and we've got green stitching. But then if you turn it over, it's fully green. And if I can kind of get, this probably needs to be the other way around, but it does actually have the Japanese Gundam logo just there that you can see. So that's actually really nice, and I like that extra detail. But now, move on to the main thing. This is the actual product itself. And again, this comes, it's nice, like not a little bit spongy, but yeah, again, premium. This is what we like to see. This is just premium, just a premium product in general. So we'll take that off there. Try not to do any sort of damage to it.
A few moments later.
Right, guys, so I think I've got everything off it now, so I can actually show you guys it properly. So here is the watch. If I can get some, there we get some nice shots in it. So it is like a black metal, which I really like. It looks very, very nice. And then of course, like inside, it is green, and get real close up, as close as possible anyway, because you've got the ZEON symbol there. And if I just have a check for myself, it does say Zaku 2 as well, and then some MS06F on it. And then obviously, because it's a mechanical watch, you got all the mechanical details in there. And interesting to note as well, if I just kind of unlock this, so that's how it kind of unlocks. So just to show you guys it, so it locks in, and then you press those two keys, and then it locks like that. So very simple mechanism. Now I think I'm gonna have to remove some of the links on this just because my wrist is a little bit small. So yeah, I think just to probably fit this on my hand, I'm going to need to remove some of those. Unless I decide to go with the leather strap, which we will talk about in a moment as well. But another thing I do want to show, if you guys can see inside, it's quite difficult if I unlock this again. Might be able to get a better look. I'm trying to show you guys it properly and get the light on it, but you can see all the mechanical details inside, which is very, very cool. It's kind of difficult to show, not going to lie, on camera, but it does also have like kind of an outline of, or like an engraving, should I say, of the Zaku head. I will try to get some more like close-up shots just to actually properly show you guys this. Trying to get it close up on my camera is quite difficult. So you'll probably see some shots thrown up on screen of the watch, like really close up. All right, so I didn't actually manage to find out a way to get this leather strap on and get the other strap off, so we will come back to that. But for now, I've got the watch on, and I think it looks nice. It feels quite nice. Now for me, metal watches, they kind of tend to stick to hairs on my arms and pull at them a little bit, but again, that's just like a metal watch thing. There's not really much you can do about that anyway, so I am going to try and go for the leather strap if I can manage to get the metal strap off this off. But we'll take off the watch for now, and we'll show off the other thing that was included, which I have now managed to sort, and that is this little light stand here, which, as you can see, we do have it lit up green, nice green acrylic, and I mean, you can see on camera, like, this thing really pops up nicely, and in person, it looks even better, and you can actually have it different colors. So if you want a blue Zaku, what's that, like a lighter green Zaku, which I guess is probably a bit more accurate to how the Zaku looks. Got a purple one, got a blue one, which I really like, and very goof-like, which I'm a big fan of that mobile suit. And then what's that, a little lighter blue, and then we got like a pink, purple, and a red. As you can see now, it's flashing, so you can, it kind of just switches between what, red, blue, and green there. And then there we go. So yeah, you guys kind of get the idea. So we'll turn that off for a second. But yeah, that light stand is really cool. I am really, really happy with that one. And then, like I said, I really do like the watch. I just want to try and get the leather strap on it. And if I was to criticize anything about this, it would be that it is not easy to be able to swap the straps. Now, my only thing is, because you're not really supposed to get an extra strap, whether it's actually possible for me to swap the strap out. I'm not 100% sure on that, but for the time being, anyway, I would personally say go for the leather strap, but that's just a personal preference. Like, there's nothing wrong with the metal strap. It's just, it depends what kind of strap you prefer. I think that metal strap, long term, is probably a bit comfier than a metal strap. But again, that is just my opinion, and ultimately, if you guys have ever worn watches before, you'll know the kind of how you feel about them, and you'll know what you tend to gravitate towards, I guess. Okay, so now we can move on to this second one right here, which is the MS06S Zaku 2, which is, of course, Char's own custom. Again, very similar to the previous one that we looked at, but of course it is just red packaging rather than green packaging. Again, you got a similar kind of thing on the side, but with more red motifs. So we got the Gundam logo and then the Welly Merck logo. And then on the back, bit of shaking around in there, the ZEON MS06S Zaku 2. So now if I take this off, it'll come off very nicely. And again, you've just got a really nice looking packaging, premium looking packaging, as I like to say. ZEON MS06S Zaku 2. And then you've got nice little like kind of silhouette of the head of Char's personal Zaku 2. Which I guess is kind of like a commander type, so it's got the antenna thing on top of it, which I think is supposed to represent like a commander type, if you will. That's usually the case anyway. So again, we've got a couple of pins, which is included in this collector's box. So we've got Char's Zaku there, the red one. Really nice. Again, these pins just look great. I love them. And then we've got, I guess this is like kind of a dog tag. So again, ZEON logo, ZEON text, MS06S, Zaku 2. Very, very nice. I do like that quite a bit. So now let's actually take a look at the watch. Here we go. You got, again, it is literally the same watch, but in red this time. Briefly show you guys this one, but I think I like this one more because I just think the red looks better. It's not like a problem with the green by any means. It's more of a personal preference for me, where I just think that the red looks just very nice with the black. And then we can kind of get it to focus. It's so difficult with the light, but you can kind of see the engraving of Char's Zaku 2 just on the back. And also worth noting that you can see like all the mechanical details, because this is a clear piece of glass, so that kind of stuff is really cool, like where you can, you kind of get like a nice look at the inner machinations of it, and that, I just think that's always really cool. And yeah, this glass, really, really nice work. So it's actually sapphire glass, so it's durable, but also it's clear. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, where it looks great, but it also, it's going to last a good amount of time. And now I will actually briefly show you guys as well the leather strap. You get another one of these lights, and this is of course for Char's Zaku 2 instead of the standard one. So very, very similar, but of course you got the antenna. And I guess you can have this one lit up red, you have the other one lit up green, or if you really wanted to, you can do it the complete opposite way around. It's totally up to you, because there are multiple different colors you can choose from. But again, I'm not going to actually set that up in this video, because you guys have just seen the other one, and again, it's basically exactly the same thing. So yeah, guys, that about wraps up what we have to show off in this video. If I just kind of move things off to the side, so I've got a little bit of room. Now, my thoughts on it, I guess this is more like first impressions of like first unboxing. I think that the quality is there. It feels premium. It looks premium as well. I like that you get some other stuff included within the box, like the light stand thing, and then also the enamel pins as well. I think just nice additions. And again, presentation wise, great. It's a really nice looking collector's box. My issue, I guess, with it is switching across the straps, and I wish there were instructions included within there to be able to do that. Also, a lot of the instructions are in Japanese as well. You can kind of figure it out from images, but what I'm trying to say is that it could be a little bit clearer of how to, like, instruction wise, how to do things, because this is kind of quite complex technology when it comes to watches. So I feel like there should be better instructions in there. That's my only kind of complaint, I guess, with the watch. But if you're a Gundam fan, if you're, someone who wants like a quality mechanical watch, then, well, this is like the opportunity realistically, because no one else is doing any Gundam watches, but at the same time, it is good quality as well, and I do really like it. So which would I go for out of the two? I think I would personally go for the Char one, just because I really do like Char, but again, I've shown them both off. It's just a color difference, so it's down to you guys which one you do want to use. And again, you can use my discount code at Risenty's store, which is Mecha20, so that's MECHA20, and you do get 20% off at checkout. So that was my unboxing and sort of mini review of the Welly Merck and Gundam Zaku mechanical watches. Before I get out of here, please do leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are a fan of Mecha anime content and want to see plenty more videos like this in the future. Also, head on down to the comments section below. Let me know what you think of these watches based on what you've just seen in this video. Do you plan to buy them for yourself, or do you plan to visit Risenty's website, maybe buy some other Gundam stuff as well? Because they do have things like chargers over there, headphones, all the stuff like that, whether it's Gundam, Evangelion. There's a ton of like technological stuff that is themed around Gundam, which is really cool. So like I said, go over to Risenty's store. And again, thank you to Risenty for making this video possible, for sending out both of these watches for me to talk about here on the channel. Thank you once again for tuning into Mecha Chat today. I'll see you guys next time.